here performing a bathroom session for Clash. 1 out of 10 people in the world don't have clean water, and WaterAid is essentially working towards helping people get clean water, get hand washing stations, especially in this difficult time with COVID. I would urge you to donate. I've got it written down here. You can text WATER to 70444 to donate £3, which will make a big difference. So however much you can afford to give, I would encourage you to. It's a very amazing cause. I want to say thank you to Clash for having me as well. This is the first time I've performed in a bathtub. So yes, I'm very grateful to be here. I'm Arlo Parks, and I'm going to read you a few poems. I feel like poetry has really been helping me during this difficult time in terms of keeping me grounded, keeping me stable. And for those of you who don't know me, a lot of my music comes from poetry. So I'm going to be starting with a poem that I wrote actually only just last night. It's a poem about a past love. It's called Brilliant Corners. There is a brilliant corner in me that I have saved for you. That is to say, I have embroidered every conversation we have ever had, every brutal confession of comfort with dark purple silk. You came to me as a string of pearls around the neck of a long winter, sweet-tempered and firm. I remember every one of your habits by accident. The smashed tumbler of vodka, the David Lynch marathons, the snatched lunches on your brother's patio, attention given like grains of fried rice, hot bolts of longing splitting every moment without you into thirds. We dance to cat power. You notice that my face looks crushed when I'm afraid, and I am afraid of how bright and lucky and quick you are to make me want you. And that was a poem that I wrote about someone who was once important to me. I think this time has been a period of reflection, but I would urge you guys to donate to WaterAid because there are too many people that are living without the fundamentals of clean water and a place to wash. So you can either donate online, or you can press the button down there, or you can text 70444 to donate £3. Next, I'm going to read you guys a poem that inspired my song Eugene. Eugene is a song about the lines between friendship and relationships blurring, and how confusing that can be, and how painful as well when someone you were once close to gets into a relationship with someone else and you have that feeling of neglect, I guess. So this is a poem called Eugene. Eugene keeps stars and split fruit between his ribs, an almost angel boy, smoking loose blems, blending, worming his way into your heart. And what a heart, so soft that sometimes it hurts to beat. We've known each other for ages. The first time I came over, you grated ginger into a bowl, listened to my oldest pain, spoke like sugar water. I knew I loved you then. I'm still not quite sure in what way. Eugene bloomed, like a complicated flower or an elegant lie. You borrowed his habit of effortless bruising and horrible charm. Everybody says you look beautiful together. His hair smells of spoiled peaches and boiled blood. I wear jealousy so unglamorously. It upsets my stomach. I see double, forgetting myself in the night. I was everything you needed for a minute. We would drive for miles in search of clean air. Our eyes were blind to the future, your future, with him. Who could have predicted the agony? That was a poem called Eugene. A lot of my time actually during lockdown has been spent writing, and I've really enjoyed being able to explore different forms of poetry. I've been reading a lot of haikus, Japanese haikus, and just exploring form and expression, because I think this is a very emotional time. Thank you again, Clash. I'm really enjoying my bathroom session, my first ever one. And now I'm going to read a poem that inspired my newest single, Black Dog. This week is Mental Health Awareness Week, and this poem is almost an observation of someone that was a really close friend of mine who was going through a really difficult time. And it's about the feeling of helplessness when faced with the pain of someone you love, that you really want to help to make better. And it's about, I guess, observing their subjective view of the world and exploring how mental health affects them. So this is the poem that started it all off. You promised you'd be there in the morning, and I only half believed you, because last time you said that, you almost weren't. I should have forgotten that by now, but I remember. There has always been a part of you, some little agony, smooth, hot, and painful, something that I could not touch. I hear the smile in your voice today, though, and that's rare. A loose string of dark red silk, soft, faint. Where did it come from? For months it seemed the curtains were always closed. It seemed like you were always angry at me or tired of yourself. It seemed like you wouldn't survive this. Ignoring the jewel of hope behind my right eye, rolling over onto your side to crush a tear with the side of your wrist, like a tiny blue flower. We were all so scared. The last poem that I'm going to read is a poem about love. I just want to end this by saying that I'm very grateful to WaterAid and to Clash. This is a very, very, very important mission, and I would urge you, if you can, to donate. The mission is to provide clean water and hand washing stations to people who don't have access to that. And during this situation, I think it's so important to take care of each other and to do what we can to help out people who are really struggling. So I'm going to end with this short little poem about love. This has been amazing. I've enjoyed the bathroom setup. I want a love, terrible, soft, throat dripping, stupid with hurt at little betrayals. Eyes thick with the hair of a boy, private and strong, face cupped in new palms, barely light, red wine and enchiladas. I want to hate with the tight salted features an Elliot Smith of someone whose world left quietly in the middle of the night. Stare too hard, use my forearms as a shield, collapse the space between us in one fried heartbeat. I want to be loved, be drawn up helpless and loose against a chest heaving with orange peel and specific size. I want to cry, lose my mind a fragment in absence, struggle to forget even when I try, steal away to the water in golden weather. So, it's been a pleasure. Thank you, Clash, and thank you, WaterAid. Thank you to everyone out there who was listening to me perform a few pieces. And I will see you guys around.